Hey guys, welcome back to the Emlyn in the Mix podcast, season 3, episode 37. Wow, what a month this has been. Literally, what are we, the second or third week into September? I think we're only the second week, but it feels like the third because there's been so many crazy good announcements and awesome software and hardware news coming to our doorstep this last month, which is really super exciting. And today we're going to be looking at the brand new release of iZotope / Native Instruments / Soundwides. I don't know which one it is anymore. I think it's going to become Soundwide, or it's under the Soundwide umbrella. And that is, of course, Ozone, being Ozone 10, the latest iteration of originally iZotope's mastering software. Gosh, that is a mouthful. So if you've come to this video because you want to watch Ozone 10 in action, skip along. I'll have a timeline down below where you can skip along to the end of this video. But if you're new here, this is a podcast, it's a vodcast, it's a podcast and a video. We are simulcast on Spotify and YouTube if you're watching us here on YouTube. And for those of you who watch this podcast on a regular basis, thank you for coming back time and time again. What is this podcast about? Music technology, music software, and hardware. You know the deal. Anyway, let's get stuck straight into it. So I'm giving away my Uno synth. Sorry, not my Uno synth. My Uno drum, maybe next time, Uno synth, by IK Multimedia. Only used a couple of times, virtually brand new. We used it for an unboxing, and we also used it for a review, and that's it. And it sounds absolutely amazing, and I can't believe I'm doing this, but I've committed to it now. It's actually happening, and all you have to do is or go over, there'll be a link down below. I'll just make it very brief. Click the link down below to go to the Emlyn in the Mix Facebook page, and there's a comment on there, a post, where you can comment and like and go in the draw to win, which we will raffle off. We're not going to raffle. We're going to do an online drawing. Live is what I meant to say. It's actually going to be live. These podcasts aren't recorded live, although they are recorded literally within the hour before they go up. But this will actually be drawn live on YouTube, probably. I haven't worked that out yet, on October 1. So one of you could be a lucky winner. Not many people have entered, so your chances of winning are super high. So you could win. Just do it. I mean, what have you got to lose? All right, let's get stuck into the podcast. So the first bit of news here comes to us. Actually, this is from Splice.com. Now, I wanted to mention this because this is awesome. I did review it on the YouTube channel not that long ago. The Wavestate software by Korg, which is just such a phenomenal emulation. Absolutely love it. Now, Splice has it. You can do a rent to own. So if you didn't want to fork out the $200 and something that it costs for the piece of software, you can actually pay $7.99 a month, and it's pretty cool because it's a rent to own sort of deal, and you'll own it at the end of the software. Anyway, check it out. I thought it was worth mentioning. You can try it for free for 3 days. But what is Wavestate by Korg? What actually is it? Well, it's the legendary wave sequencing tech of Korg's Wavestate hardware synth, radically reimagined for the modern workflow. Organic, inspirational, mind-blowingly powerful, and now available as a native software plugin. Yes, that's right, you heard it. The apex of synth power. So taking cues from sounds like modular synths, groovebox, and algorithmic composition, Wavestate native sounds lush and large, expressive and deep. Wavestate has thousands of modulation options and no fixed limit on the total number of modulation routings. Use drag and drop to easily modulate almost anything and keep a bird's eye view of all routings via the mod list. Now, if you're watching us here on YouTube or Spotify, I wonder if I can zoom in there. Yes, I can. And you can see the mod matrix there. The different colors representing each little mod there. Wave Sequencing 2.0 splits apart the timing, sequence, and the melody of samples so that each can be manipulated independently. The results, more dynamic, unexpected sounds. Now that's what Korg is renowned for, especially with this wave sort of oscillation going on. The Wave Sequencing 2.0 allows for lanes that can have a different number of steps with their own start, end, and loop points and effects, modulating each lane start, end, and loop points separately for every note. Using velocity, LFOs, envelopes, mod knobs, or other controllers, randomizing step order, or randomly skipping steps for something ever-changing that feels like an extension of your creative curiosity. And it's got an arsenal of effects, perfect harmony, so you can actually change the scale and so forth. Anyway, I just thought this is worth mentioning as a little deal here. I wonder if we just got a nice little quick intro video. We can play it back so you can hear it in action. Here we go. Damn, you can't do that to me. I'm literally a Korg fanboy. And there you can hear in the background, Wavestate native by Korg. One of the best, in my opinion, one of the best sounding Korg software emulations out there. If you like that sound, you like the randomization, the surprising sort of waves coming in and out, then you will love the Wavestate native. And I just thought it was worth a mention. At $7.99 a month, you can have it in your own arsenal of amazing software instruments. All right, let's move along to our next piece of news. This was a new drop from Eventide. It is Physion Mark II. Now, interestingly, we were looking at a Physion, I think it was spelt slightly differently, plugin, which was an 808 or 303 emulation, which was done by our friends at D16 Group. And this is Eventide. This is a completely different plugin. This is an effects plugin. It's not an instrument. However, it could be treated as an instrument. What is it? It is sonic control at an atomic level. Yes, that's right. That's what they're saying here to describe it. Physion Mark II is a powerful modern approach to multi-effects, delivering a new dimension of sounds. It combines our best-in-class transient tonal separation with world-class Eventide effects, opening the door to practically mixing solutions and creative applications. Featuring the improved structural split detection from split EQ and streamlined workflow design with producers, mixers, and sound designers in mind, Physion Mark II, I hope I'm pronouncing that right by the way, I'm pretty sure that's right, allows you to discover new sonic horizons and smarter solutions in no time. So this is a new drop. It's a transient effects shaper type thing, but it also has this interesting, I think the thing that sets this apart from just a regular transient shaper, which, you know, boring transient shapers, woohoo, I mean, everyone's got that in their door. And this has got some little tricks up its sleeve. Okay, I don't really understand what this is, but it sounds cool. It looks like, so it's got this structural split mode in the middle here, where you can actually, looks like you can mix between your transient and your tonal shaper, which sounds interesting to me. I wouldn't mind having a go. Now, there are some audio samples down here to really show you what it sounds like. So let's just have a listen here. This is with it off on, I think it's a synth. Let's have a listen. Yeah. Okay, now let's listen to it with that on. Here we go. Sorry, wrong one. Here we go. Yeah, it does. I mean, it's got a slow attack. Interesting. Let's listen here. Yeah, it has changed it up a bit. Let's get another one. Here we go. This is drums, is it? Strings, sorry. So this is with it off. Beautiful. All right, let's listen to it with it on. Ooh. Interesting. Very subtle, but it almost has added a vibrato to it. Ever so slightly. Very subtle indeed. Look, anyway, if this is something you need, I thought it was worth a mention. It's a new drop, Eventide, releasing the goods this year. They've been out and about releasing some hardware and some software, and this is no exception. Physion Mark II, if that floats your boat, you want a new effects plugin to play with transients and tonals and have that structural split thing, which I have no heck idea of what is going on with that. I'm just here to announce the goods. I'm just a presenter. At the end of the day, I don't program these. I don't code these pieces of software. I'm just here to deliver you the news. And the main purpose of my job is to help you and hopefully inspire you. I don't know if I do that, but anyway, let's move along to our next piece of news on Emlyn in the Mix. Boom, hashtag subscribe, blah, blah, blah. All right, sorry, that's definitely too many coffees for me. All right, so this looks exciting. This instrument here, Mercury, powered by solar. This is very interesting. So this comes to us from Spitfire Audio. And if you're a film scorer, or not even film scorer, you're maybe a games music composer, or not even a games music composer, maybe you're just a musician and you want very amazing sounding instruments, and you're gonna love this. This is very different. So it's unearthly sounds from Hollywood's secret weapon. Mercury samples 14 one-of-a-kind acoustic sculptures handcrafted by Hollywood's premier instrument designer, Chas Smith. Now this will explain a lot. These creations painted the unearthly soundscapes of June, Brilliant movie, actually. Interstellar, love the soundtrack on Interstellar. Sang heroic anthems for Man of Steel and The Hunger Games. All great movies. And textured terrors throughout the Saw film franchise. Not sure about that. That was a little bit too scary for me. All told, this collection delivers 600 plus textures, tones, and pads, organic and synthesized in Solar, our new eDNA powered plugin. All right, so you want to have a listen to Mercury? This thing is phenomenal. Let's have a quick listen here. Oh, definitely Interstellar vibes. Definitely. Damn. Very nice. I'm going to play another demo here. I won't play the whole things out. They do go quite long. Here's another one here. We'll go to number 3 here. Let's have a listen. That is ominous. I'm glad I'm not home alone right now. This is coming from Saw territory right there. Uncharted territory. Very nice. I'm gonna stop and down. Hopefully you get the idea though that it really is probably aimed at scoring films, that sort of thing, but gosh, that sounds very full, very dynamic. There's a lot going on there. Check this part out. This part's amazing. So this guy that's, put this together, no single human being would be crazy enough to design an instrument as illogical as this. That's Hans Zimmer. And I believe he's the composer for Interstellar. Love that soundtrack. Absolutely amazing. But check this out. If you are watching us here on the video on Spotify or YouTube, and you can see this man, this is the man here. What was his name again? Chat something. Our good friend Chaz Smith. I believe he designed and invented these very obscure alien looking instruments which are creating these real amazing sonic textures, cosmic textures, tones and soundscapes in order to build your own sonic world and to score the awe-inspiring you need to discover sounds and instruments that aren't easily replicated. Mercury takes the exceptional acoustic sculptures handcrafted by Hollywood's premier instrument designer our boy Chaz Smith, and allows you to experiment and go beyond the usual and familiar. Very cool, very out there indeed sort of instrument. If you like that, I would definitely highly recommend checking out Mercury's Solo Orbit there. You can see the films that those instruments that Chaz Smith has handcrafted have been featured in, and what a very inspirational and cool and amazing bit of software instrument you've got going on there, Mercury from Spitfire Audio. All right, next we have a brand new expansion. Yes, wow, Native Instruments, they don't stop with the expansions, but the expansions are good. They're not just putting out just crappy old whatever. All their expansions are just so freaking nice. And this one's no exception, of course. System Clash. Affiliate link is going to be down below. If you want to get this expansion, hit your boy up down below, get the link and go out and get the expansion. You've got nothing to lose. So System Clash, what is it? Sizzling. Love a bit of dancehall, hip-hop, the heavy yet soulful sound of hip-hop infused with dancehall and reggae, jam and thick bass, vocal flavors and rhythms, and you get 50 machine kits, 61 battery kits, 9 Monarch presets, 373 loops, and 120 one-shots. Shall we have a listen? Let's have a listen. Here we go. Yeah, man. Oh yeah, love it. Bring out the jam. Make hip-hop with a jam rock glow, whether you need deep bounce, mellow textures, or warm vocal tones with a choice of over 100 inspiring kits packed with on-point drum sounds. Whipping up roof-raising beats is a breeze. System Clash was created with deep bass instruments and lush vintage synths, ideal for those who like their bold mixes layered with laid-back undertones. So you could hear the Monarch there, that bass. Loved it. Very laid back, but very nice indeed. All right, let's move along to link down below, by the way. Don't forget, link down below. Affiliate link. If you like that, of course. If you want to go out and get that, you might as well do it that way. This next one, not really, I mean, it is a music technology piece of news, but I thought it was worth a shout out. The Sonos have released a new Sub Mini, maybe a studio edition, maybe not. These things are really cool though. I do have a Sonos system. Thought it was worth a shout out. No affiliate at all with Sonos. I just like the products they make. Very high quality. And this, the Sub Mini they've released. Now that's Australian price there. I believe US, we're looking at about $4.99. So deepen your enjoyment of TV, films, and more, see, there's a more there, and more with bold bass when you pair Sub Mini with Beam Ray 1 or 1 SL. That's just the other models of their different kinds of speakers. But I thought this was worth checking out because if you are watching us there on YouTube or Spotify, you can have a look. Obviously, Sonos making very nice aesthetic designs, and I have heard their original Sub sounds unbelievable. There's no rattle. I don't know how they do it, and it has really deep, solid bass. I wouldn't mind checking this one out. Thought it was worth a mention. They just released this in the last week. Yes, I know it's not exactly studio news, but it's still music technology news. Mini makes a big impact. Feel more immersed in every scene and song with surprisingly rich, clear, and balanced low end. And more exhilarating home theater. Unlock your entertainment experience when you pair Sub Mini with Beam or Ray. The 5 GHz Wi-Fi connection enhances audio transmission speeds so you can enjoy films, shows, and games with high quality sound reliably synced with your TV. Anyway, that's just the mention there. Check it out, Sonos Sub Mini, if you're interested in that. On the flip side, going back to music making technology news, Bose have released this new foot controller. Now, this is pretty interesting. So it's an expanded not a flute. Expanded floor control for select Bose amplifiers. Bose or Boss. I'm not sure the best way to pronounce that. Put your comment down below if you know exactly how we pronounce that. But the GAFCEX provides expanded foot control functionality for select Bose amplifier models. Now, it's not Bose as in BOSE. That was the thing I was mixing it up with, or people were getting confused with. All right, we'll stick with Boss, okay? It maintains the simple setup and intuitive workflow of the standard GAFC while offering additional functions for greater performance functionality. Let's check it out here. There's a little video here we can watch back. Here we go. All right, so this really what it does is it expands your Katana amp, if you have one of those, without having to go back and forth to the amp. You can literally just use this expanded controller to access all of the parameters on the Katana amp. Pretty cool little product. Hey, look, we look after all our friends, guitarists, studio musicians, you name it, music producers, film scorers. I mean, come on, Emlyn in the Mix, we cover it all. Even your home theaters now. What's going on? All right, let's nearly out our main piece of news for today. Just one last one here in terms of news before we get to our main feature. It is, of course, coming to us from Nugen Audio. It is Halo Vision. Seeing is believing. What is it? Customizable surround audio analysis, comprehensive analysis For 3D and immersive audio, Halo Vision is a customizable real-time visual analysis suite. A variety of modules provide audio professionals with clear understanding of every aspect of their audio, allowing for precise and confident decision making and troubleshooting, and pinpointing problem areas which might be missed using ears alone. It looks very nice. I know that their iZotope has Insight 2, which is phenomenal. I think, it might be Insight Pro. Anyway, haze views with low frequencies at the center and high frequencies on the outer edge. These are the different view modes you have. The circular frequency haze displays frequency content across the surround field with channel labels in typical speaker positions. The location haze provides a visualization of the perceived locations of your audio, showing energy distribution across the surround field and with brighter sections indicating increased energy. That's obviously not something that I can on the podcast. Obviously it's not something that you can hear, but just having a look at the screenshots here, I mean, this analysis of sound looks phenomenal. Like, we've got 3 layers here. I'm guessing, I don't know actually, because this is your frequency. You got your decibels. Maybe it's gone 3 passes here. Not sure. Very nice looking. It would be good to see it in action. And of course, with people having all these new technology, graphics cards and screens and stuff, this thing would look amazing, especially on like an OLED screen or something like that. So you got your correlation view as well, which we skipped over before. I don't know why we did that. The correlation matrix displays color-coded phase relationships between every channel with a larger arched meter for more detailed analysis and anti-correlation alerts at a user-defined threshold. The correlation web shows a network of channels with an interconnection line between each pair, and when the phase relationship between 2 channels becomes anti-correlated, the corresponding line lights up. And both of these views use contextual correlation by default. Standard calculations used by other correlation meters are normalized in such a way that 2 signals might appear to be highly anti-correlated, even if one signal is so much louder or quieter than the other that mixing them together will not cause phase cancellation. Contextual correlation compensates for these level differences, only highlighting correlation issues which are likely to cause a problem. Now, if I've lost you there, I don't blame you. Maybe just go look, what does correlation mean? Look up the word correlation. But anyway, this looks like a freaking really nice addition to this sound analysis library that we have out there, software, and definitely worth a check. Go check it out. It's from Nugen Audio, brand new. Halo Vision just came out this last week. I'm here to deliver you the latest news. And here we have this is our feature for the week, and it is of course coming to us, interestingly, I'm on the Native Instruments website, but it is of course iZotope. And as maybe we don't know, iZotope and Native Instruments, they have merged now. They've become the one company, which I believe is going to end up being called Soundwide, which it sort of already is going under the Soundwide umbrella. That's the name that these companies are sort of working together under. iZotope, Native Instruments, I believe. Plugin Alliance maybe, and Brainworks are a part of that as well. Anyway, Ozone 10, what is it? What's Ozone? What is iZotope Ozone? If you don't know what that is, I'm going to explain it. So it is one of my favorite, at least in my humble opinion, one of my favorite mastering plugins. It's just easy to use and gets incredible results. And I miss my mastering friends. I know they're out there. That, you know, I did use mastering services in the past, but I've got to be honest, my last maybe 10 releases, I didn't use any mastering services. I was strictly using Ozone and maybe one other. I think I was using Lursen Mastering, which is a software by IK Multimedia, which is great as well. But if you want something very intuitive and easy to use, and especially now with what they've done with Ozone, they've made it really simple and easy to get mastering done, and with just phenomenal results. So let's have a look at what's new in Ozone 10 Standard. I think I've got Ozone 10 Pro. I don't know. It's Ozone 10 Standard or Pro. I'm not actually sure. So you've got AI-powered assistive audio tools, help you sculpt release-ready tracks, match the character of chart-topping hits and your favorite reference tracks, introducing new recover sides and magnifying soft clip features, plus an improved master assistance. Now, I'm not going to do a full deep dive on Ozone 10 today. We may do that in another video, as I don't have enough time in this podcast to go really deep diving into it. But if you do want to check out another video, which I will do in the future, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Emlyn in the Mix. same name as this podcast. Hashtag subscribe. I mean, I'm giving away Uno drums out here. Why wouldn't you subscribe? We do sort of like yearly or half yearly competitions. Anyway, we haven't done a competition for a while, but this is my biggest one for a while. Definitely make sure you enter that competition. I want to see one of you guys out there win. All right. I'm just going to stop talking about it. I think the best way to demonstrate Ozone 10 is we're just actually going to go into a Logic Pro session that I have here. And I'm going to be showing a track that I haven't even asked my friend if he's cool for me to show. I'm sure it'd be fine. It's a pretty cool little rap tune that my friend has put together. I'm just going to show you. I've already there's already a bit of a mix going here. There's not much on the master. We've just got a channel EQ, which is doing nothing actually. It's just sitting there. And I've got Ozone here. It's turned off. This is Ozone, what is it? Advanced. But this is Ozone 10, the new one, which has the master assistance. Yeah, Ozone 10 down the bottom. Just make sure we are doing the right one. Vector based GUI, all of that jazz. Looking to make it big, which is good if you got a big screen, but we're going to leave it like that for us there. Now I'm going to show you this track dry. It's a pretty straightforward, just a rap track with a stereo rap produced beat, and I've done some really light tweaking between the mix of the backing track and his vocal, a little bit of side chain, small bits of compression and EQ. That's it. Have a listen without Ozone on. Here we go.
That slide to a place that we both know. I can still see your face and your hair flow. New name, sharing game, this is no joke. Promise me this, we will never let go. That slide to a place that is so true. I can still see your face, yeah, I know it's you. Do you see me? Yeah, I know you do. Funny shit is, we the same crew. Hold up.
All right, cool. So we've got this nice little rap tune going on here in the background, and we're going to pop on a bit of Ozone 10. Now, the cool thing is you've got this, and what I will show you today is just how simple it is to get sort of a mastered sounding track. So let's turn it on here. So we're not bypassed anymore, and you'll hear straight away, there's not much going on. I think I've got a maximizer and there's actually nothing. Let's play it back. It shouldn't be.
Yeah, slide to a place that we both know.
Actually, it has increased the level. But let's do the master assistant. So we're going to click on master assistant. This is new. And then we're going to play back. Check this out.
That slide to a place that we both know. I can still see your face and your hair flow. New name, sharing game, this is no joke. Promise me this, we will never let go. That slide to a place that is so true.
All right, here we go.
See your face, yeah,
nice.
Do you see me? Yeah, I know you
That's
do.
so nice already.
We the same.
I'm gonna turn my head. That is beautiful.
Let me tell a story. Hold up, I said, let me tell.
So it's recognized. How cool is this? With the artificial intelligence, it's recognized, one, that it's a hip hop rap song. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's cool to me. I mean, of course, it's a hip hop rap song, but you got to remember the computers actually recognize that. That's kind of cool. You got some little macro controls down here, which I can adjust. And sorry, it has just started raining, so hopefully that's not coming through on the microphone too much. But I'm just going to have a little tweak here, and I'll show you a wet version and dry version again, just so you can hear the difference between the two. Here we go.
That slide to a place that we both know. I can still see your face and your hair flow. New name, sharing game, this is no joke. Promise me this, we will never let go. That slide to a place that is so true. I can still see your face, yeah, I know it's you. Do you see me? Yeah, I know you do. Funny shit is, we the same crew.
All right, so that's with it on there. Oh my God, it's really raining hard. Hopefully my sound reduction, noise reduction thing is operating at full right now, because that is bonkers. I can actually just hear that going absolutely nuts out there, storming it up. All right, I'm gonna turn it off and then listen to the dry again. Here we go, this is with it dry.
That slide to a place that we both know. I can still see your face and your hair flow. New name, sharing game, this is no joke. Promise me this, we will never let go.
And then back on, I've done some slight tweaking to the impact. I've boosted the imager a little bit, so a little bit more stereo width, and I've boosted a little bit on the maximizer. Here we go.
That slide to a place that we both know. I can still see your face and your hair flow. New name, sharing game, this is no joke. Promise me this, we will never let go. That slide to a place that is so true. I can still see your face, yeah, I know it's you. Do you see me? Yeah, I know you do. Funny shit is, we the same crew.
So cool. I probably put a little bit too much width on it, so I'll just pull that back. Now, another thing you can do, you can tighten up the EQ. I can increase the EQ and I can increase the stabilizer. So let's just see if that does anything while we've got it on. Here we go.
Let's slide to a place that we both know.
Ah, yeah.
Still see your face and your hair
Probably too
flow.
much.
New names, chain gang, this is no joke. Promise me this, we will
Bypass?
never let go. Let's slide to
Yeah,
a
it's
place
thin.
that is so true. I can still see your face, yeah, I know it's you. Do you see me?
Yeah, it's so much
Yeah, I
nicer
know
with
you
it on.
do. Funny shit is, we the same crew.
That just makes it so much easier to mix like that. Having the ability to just makes it simple. So that's the part that's made it simple. They've still got all the advanced stuff over here. We can come back over to our regular Ozone view that you might be used to, and then you can go through your individual effects that have actually been applied to this particular preset setting, which is designed for hip hop. I could even go back to my master assistant here, and I could actually choose a different style. I could do EDM. Which might suit, I don't know.
Let's slide
So that's
to a
EDM?
place that we both know.
Yeah, it's
I
not
can
right.
still
Folk?
in your hair flow.
Yeah.
New
Wow.
names, chain gang,
Wow.
this is no
That's not
joke.
subtle at
Promise
all.
me this,
Country?
we will never let go. Let's slide to a place that is so true. I can
Country
still see
sounds
your
alright.
face, yeah, I know it's you.
Back to
Do you
hip-hop?
see me? Yeah, I know you do.
Nah, hip-hop
Funny shit
sits
is,
nice.
We the same crew.
I like hip hop because it sort of really tightens up that low end, which is what, essentially hip hop and rap does. But these presets are pretty spot on. Jump back over here. Now, we're not going to be able to show you each individual thing, but you got them all here. It runs really nice. It's maximized for M1 and sounds absolutely phenomenal. Now, again, if you want to watch a deep dive into this, I'm going to have to do a full-fledged video on the YouTube channel. So make sure you subscribe, #subscribe to Emlyn in the Mix, where we'll do a future video just going a little bit more deep diving into each of the parameters and stuff and so forth that are actually included in this. If you are an Ozone user or you've used Ozone in the past, you'll be very familiar with some of the, for example, in Maximize, you'll be familiar with some of the controls here. Like Maximize, you've got the different types of modes for your mastering or maximizing limiter. Imager looks pretty much the same. They just changed some of these knobs here to sort of line up a bit more with the rest of their software now, or their updated software. You got this stabilizer here. We can, sort of get the shape out of the tune.
Let's
Play that
slide to
back,
a
you can
place
see
that we
it.
both know. I
And you can
still
really
see your
shape it
face
up, or you
and
can
your
just
hair
have it
flow.
not shaping
New
up. It's like a
names, chain
tonal.
gang, this is no joke. Promise
Yeah, it's
me
like a
this,
tonal
we
shape
will
up.
never let go. Let's
Turn it
slide
down.
to a place that is so true. I can still see your face, yeah, I know it's you. Do you see me?
It's super nice. Now, I'd love to test this on another track, but unfortunately, we do have to wrap up the podcast early today because I actually have to run off to work. I've done this in the middle of the day. I usually do it in the morning, but there's a few changes happening right now, so I had to actually just get this podcast done during the day. We've got airplanes, we got rain, we got dogs, we got it all, but hopefully you can't hear that in the background. I certainly can hear it. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me on the Emlyn in the Mix podcast. What do you think of the new updated Ozone 10? I think it's phenomenal. It's running really nice. I know I only showed you briefly, but you could just see how good that mastering assistant is and the artificial intelligence involved on the back end of that to actually just make such a nice, in my opinion, it sounded like a really good mix from the start, even before I tweaked it. Ozone 10, check it out. I'll try and have a link down below for that as well. So we have a couple of affiliate links. Make sure you enter this freaking competition, the Uno drum. There's literally at the moment, there's not many people involved, so you got very high chances of winning yourself my Uno drum, which is basically brand new. I can't wait to give this away to one of you winners and see what kind of beats you're gonna make with it. And with all that said and done, guys, leave your comments down below if you want to let me know what you thought of any of today's software that we looked at or hardware that we looked at. If you liked it, the Sub Mini, the Boss GFC expansion pedal, we got the new expansion from Native Instruments, Spitfire Audio, Mercury, or you want to go out and get the Wavestate native from Splice.com at $7.99 a month till it's paid off in full. Or do you need a new transient shaper from Eventide with I don't know why I'm doing that, sorry. And Halo Vision, what do you think? I know, can't see it on the podcast, but you can imagine. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me on episode 37, exciting month. And this month is only going to get more and more exciting as we head towards the end of the year. We're going to see more developers releasing incredible software and hardware, which I'm super excited about. Thanks so much for joining me today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the podcast. And with that, peace out. Boom.